What's up, guys? It's Power here to do a how-to, I guess, not really a review. I gotta speak soft because it's kind of really late right now, but I didn't want to go to sleep without doing this. So what you see here, a couple scissors, some double-sided tape, a little card here, vintage Darth Vader, and in this here is a nice brand new vintage card and bubble. It's not really vintage, it's just really a replica, and you'll know this by looking at the back. It'll say reproduction packaging. So what I'm going to do, since I've always wanted a vintage Darth Vader, is I'm going to apply this onto this card using a real vintage Darth Vader. This is actually an unplayed with Darth Vader that I got a while back. Never played with it, put it away. So this is how it came out of the package, but I never saved the package. And I got the lightsaber on eBay with another vintage Darth Vader that was in really good condition for $2. So I want to put this in the thing there. So obviously you want a clean workspace, you don't want dust inside your bubble, so I'm going to go ahead and get prepared. I just got to grab a couple of things and we'll see how that goes. Alright, what we want to do first is, what I'm going to do first is put some markers on to the actual card so I can line this up correctly, because once you place it down, if it's crooked, you're pretty much done. You're going to have to reopen it or try and re-peel it off there. And most likely you're going to rip the card. So I'm going to use painter's tape. Not so much to hold, although that is a good idea, not so much to hold it, but just to line up the edges where I want it. So in other words, if the top meets right here, I put that down. So I'm going to go ahead and try that out, guys. Alright, so I'll be just a second. Alright, so I've gone ahead and put the first one. So basically this is going to go right up against the blue here. That's why you know the top is lined up, and then I'm going to put one off to the side here towards the bottom to line up the other side. Another thing you might want to do is line the plastic edge up to the edge of the foil looking design here. You can either put it right up against it, but it's just slightly off center, so I'm going to push it out just a little bit. Again, doesn't have to be perfection, that's just me. You know, these things are stamped down by machines or hands, so they're not always perfect, but if you need to have perfect, this will help you out. Alright guys, I got it right where I want it. And another piece of tool that I didn't show you guys is this thing, which is optional. What this is this is to clean DSLR cameras. This is to clean the sensors. What's good about this, if you want to blow air, is it sucks in the air through one end, comes out the other. So it's always breathing in new air. It's not going to blow the air then suck back the dust. So this works for, you know, taking the dust off the inside of the card, which I'm going to do right now. Next thing you want to do is take some of this double-sided tape, and you're going to get a length that's longer than the card so you can hold the sides and lay it down. And you don't want to overlap on any of this, because once this overlaps, you're just going to see the lines everywhere. So try not to overlap. It's going to be very difficult to do, but it's not impossible. Alright guys, I've gone ahead and put the first piece of tape there. You'll see I snipped the ends off where my fingerprints are. You don't want fingerprints there. I'm going to do the other side and then the corners. Alright guys, since this stuff is really sticky, there's very minimum room for error. So I'm leaving these parts unglued right here and here, because it's going to be very hard to line up. I just realized just by it touching the plastic, it's pretty much stuck on. So there's no room for error. So I don't want to have it get stuck on the tape that I've already applied on the side, and then I can't get it off, because the bubble, while it's high quality, it is rather thin. So, you know, I don't want to mess it up. So we're going to put that off to the side in a non-dusty area. And then it's got this little card thing. You might want to do this beforehand. They've given you room to cut out it's not pre-cut, so you're going to want to make sure you cut it straight. I got these nice little scissors here, which are pretty good, so give that a whirl. Now this is the piece that Darth Vader stands on inside the card. Had to look up a couple of vintage figures to figure out where exactly it goes. And I've got curved scissors here for Lexon, which allows me to curve this just the right amount. Unless you're really good regular scissors, it's no big deal. Alright, it's not perfect, but it'll do. I'll go ahead and cut the rest. Alright, it's not perfect. Doesn't really have to be, you're not going to see it too much in there. And I'm pretty sure that white part gets cut off. Let's see. Yeah, the white part that says Darth Vader gets cut off. Go ahead and cut that off. Alright, so this piece is going to lay down here. That's where Darth Vader is going to stand. Now if I can find that little air tool. There we go. Again, make sure the inside is clean. Make sure the figure is clean. Make sure there's no fingerprints on the cape. The cape tends to pick up fingerprints. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, people will know this is a replica. Regular family member might not, but a real collector will point it out right away. Alright, I think I got Darth Vader right where I want him. So we're going to lay him into his coffin for his forever rest here. Alright, so he's laying in there, all nice and comfy. I'm going to put this little orange card at the bottom. Alright, now comes the fun part. What I'm going to try and do is tape up a hinge here so I can just hinge it down and have it be exact. Actually, let me not even do that, but that's probably an idea for you guys to hinge it down. Oops. Make sure the double tape doesn't get stuck to your desk. The vintage card here almost got stuck. Alright. Oh, even before we do that, we got to cut off the excess tape. So I'm going to do that. Alright guys, I got all that cut. Now I'm going to hold this up so that Darth Vader doesn't fall out. Alright guys, I just put it on. Don't know if I lined it up perfect, but it's good enough for show. It's a tiny bit off. And just press down on the double-sided tape. It makes it look like it's been glued, which is good, but glued neatly, not sloppy. So definitely very happy with the outcome. Get rid of the air bubbles. Don't want air bubbles. And there you have it. Dust free and beautiful. So you know what guys, all that work, I forgot the little card thing. But yeah, that sucks. And it definitely is not going to come off. But yeah, but here he is. I'm probably going to buy another one of these cards. I definitely want to have this in there. But I'm going to do something I normally don't do. I'm going to do a plug on the people that I got this from. Picked it up on eBay, but they're called Beggar's Canyon toys, and I'm only doing this because I really like the way this came out. and I'm going to deal with them again because obviously I want to have that little card in there. But it's beggarscanyontoys.com. So if you want these cards and whatever, they got a, they got restoration services. They got mint on card figures, resto kits, capes, weapons, stickers, cases, customs, basically anything you need. They also got a Facebook. You can see it there. So definitely check them out. It's my first time dealing with them, but I'm very happy they shipped everything, and it looks really good. I'm so impressed that I had to plug them. Actually, guys, I successfully took it out. I stuck an X-Acto knife underneath the edge of the blister, and believe it or not, it actually came off pretty good. The glue is still intact. As a matter of fact, I took off a bunch on this side up to here, and if you'll notice, when I glued it back down, it's not even noticeable that it was attached at all. Alright guys, through the magic of editing, it is now 2 days later. You'll notice I have a Darth Vader in a little mint card thing that I was just doing a review for. And you remember that I did mess it up. I forgot to put that little card that goes underneath the feet. So I was afraid of taking it apart and just ripping up the whole card. Fortunately, the 3M tape, which is this one right here, the permanent double-sided, even though it's permanent, I don't know if it's because the glue is fresh, but I actually stuck just the blade by itself. That's all I had around. I stuck the blade on the edge and just went right up. And for some reason, it didn't leave anything crazy, no rips or anything. So I was actually able to pull the card back and take the figure out. Now you'll see that it still looks good. I mean, it has those little tiny air bubbles. I haven't squeezed it out completely, but this side was never taken out, and you'll see it looks exactly the same. So it doesn't even look like I went in there and opened it. But I was able to put the little card in here, and I'm going to buy another one of these from the same place, so I can put the other one in. And I'm probably going to get the alternate version and all that crap, because I mean, guys, this is fun to do. If you're a Star Wars fan, this is lots of fun. I mean, I would love to have an original, but I can't. I had originally gotten this on eBay, but I talked to the owner, and he says he can give you better prices on his own site. So here it is again, beggarscanyontoys.com. So make sure you check those guys out. They're not providing me with free anything, just, like I said before, I'm so happy with the way this came out that I felt I should pass it along to you viewers. Anyways, that's going to be it. This is definitely the end of the video, guys, so don't worry. If you like the video, subscribe so I can do more stuff. And until next time, bye.